Here's episode 4 to the RaulyKnows podcast. Here we have Mario's Planet himself. I'm gonna roll a little clip of his work real quick.
Bring it on! Let's go, baby! Well done. I said, come here.
Come here, boy.
Let's go. Oh!
All right, well, everybody make some noise for my boy. Thank you so much, Mario's Planet, for coming in. So if you're interested in the reason why my friend is here, we kind of want to talk a little bit about gaming, and because that's what he does. He's an online streamer. He streams for Mixer, and he goes by Mario's Planet. Is there anything else that you want to say about yourself?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right, so he has a lot of information to share for somebody that's kind of trying to start their own stream, or probably just wants to know how it is to start your own stream from having 0 followers. So me and my friend here have been friends for a while now. We went to high school together, but we probably got closer after high school.
Definitely.
And man, I just support. Whenever my friend or a friend gets into something, I try to be one of their fans. And I'm genuinely a fan of his stream. Like, I'll pop in every now and then, and I'll support the guy's stream. And he's doing a really good job. He has a lot of people that engage in his chat, and you have your own moderator, right?
Yeah, so I actually have a total of maybe about 5 moderators.
5 moderators. Okay, so explain to the listeners what a moderator does, and maybe if they don't know anything about streaming, what would you say for the one-on-one?
So basically, the moderators are very helpful. Just because a lot of times you're going to get busy and caught up in the game. So your moderators are there if people are being toxic in your chat, or, saying some foul shit. Can I curse?
Yeah, you can.
If they're saying some foul shit, calling you anything, or just being disrespectful in the chat, that's what the moderators are there for.
But what's a chat?
The chat, where people can talk and communicate. So
they could talk to each other, or they could just talk to you?
They could talk to each other. I actually like when when people are commenting and they're talking back and forth with each other, because there's times where I'm so focused on the game that I don't get to acknowledge every single comment. So it feels good when they're talking amongst each other. That's the best chat right there.
Okay.
But I try my best, and that's this is one of my biggest tips I give to any up and coming streamer or people that want to get into streaming. Please acknowledge your chat. It's very, very important, because here's the thing. People, their attention span is really, really small. So basically, they're going to give you about, I would say, roughly a good 10 to 15 seconds. So they're going to probably put something like, hey, hi, yo, anything like that. If you don't acknowledge them within those 10 to 15 seconds by their name, most likely they're going to bounce, and they're going to go to another streamer that's actually going to acknowledge them. So that's basically my best tip, my number one tip that I give to any up and coming streamer.
That's a good tip, man. But okay, so let's go a little back, because we just went straight into it, which is okay, and I feel like a lot of people learned a little bit from what you just said. But okay, why'd you start streaming, or what's the? You always been into video games,
right?
Okay,
but
so
to be honest with you, bro, I didn't even want to stream.
You didn't?
No.
What made you stream?
So a long time ago, I was already talking to my girl, and I was telling my friends and my family, I was like, hey, I really want to do I wanted to do YouTube or even podcasts, to be honest with you. I always loved podcasts. I would listen to a podcast. I still do every day. And that's something I want to do because I like talking to people.
Right.
It was actually my friend, and shout out to Adan if you ever watch. He was the one that was like, bro, I think you're hilarious. You're entertaining. You should try streaming. And I'm like, streaming? I was like, I like playing video games, but I was like, I don't know if I'm willing to put up with streaming. Sorry, but I tried it the first night, and to be honest with you, I fell in love with it. It was awesome. It was something that I can do to communicate with people I never gonna meet probably in my life, but it's therapy for me at this point, bro. I love streaming.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're
but I remember sometimes I used to be plumber, because they give you like a random name when you first join Mixer.
Right.
So that was my name for the longest, bro. And I would watch your stream and I would just say something like you would acknowledge it, but then like I'd be like, but how do I change the name? And that's the day I kind of had enough. I hit you up. I was like, hey, bro, how do you change the name? I kind of wanted to surprise you by sending you some embers. But okay, so if people aren't familiar with the whole Mixer setup, okay, how can somebody support you on Mixer?
Okay, so on Mixer, because there's different platforms. There's Facebook, Twitch, YouTube now is doing YouTube gaming. But Mixer is one of kind of the smaller platforms. But I love it. But on Mixer, the best way to support me, honestly, is to send what's called embers. There's these thing called sparks, but sparks don't really count for anything unless you're a Mixer partner. Mm-hmm. So for someone like me that's not a Mixer partner, the best thing you want to do to support that person is send embers, because those count for money. If not, you can always directly donate to that person. That always helps too. Okay.
And obviously, like being that gamers, people that watch gamers, like they often say, oh, I don't have money to give, how can I support? I think just by being there, that's good enough, right?
Honestly, just by you being there and talking to the person that's streaming, man, that means a lot. Because trust me, there's one thing to have viewers, but then there's the other thing where those viewers are actually interactive and they're talking to you. They're, I don't know, cheering you on, whatever the case is. And if not, if you want to, like, another way to help out streamers, just share their their stream.
Oh yeah,
like share it to your Twitter, your Facebook, whatever you got. Like, just share it on there. Trust me, that'll go a long way.
Yeah, the reason, man, I'm so happy like that you're doing something you love, because I remember when you first announced that you were gonna start streaming, and I was like, yeah, I'm full, like I'm with it. Like, you started, bro. You didn't even tell me. You just posted it. I watch what you post, obviously. And I was like, yeah, man, like I'll support the heck out of this guy. This guy's like a really genuine dude. You're funny. You're entertaining. Like whenever we talk, whenever we meet up, it's almost non-stop talking. You know what I mean? And they're genuine conversations. But what I was looking forward the most is like just being there, just watching you stream. And then once you started streaming, I remember you started off with like 0 followers.
0, bro.
How many followers do you have now?
We're currently at 450.
What, dude? Bro,
thank you, bro.
Dude. Last time I talked to you had 300, bro, yeah. and it's out of nowhere, bro. Like I don't even think you market it too much, man. I think it's solely off of Mixer.
So I'm glad you bring that up. So for a lot of you guys that want to get into streaming, let me be completely honest with you. Having a big follower account, it does look nice and it feels nice, but in reality, it kind of doesn't matter.
Okay,
and I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people will come and follow your stream. I've seen people have up towards like 2,000, 3,000 followers, but they have the same amount of viewers that I have.
Okay.
So that's why I always try to preach it to people. What you want to focus on, yes, don't get me wrong, having the followers is nice, but what you want to focus on is entertaining those people and making them feel welcomed, that they want to come back, to your next stream and not just hit that follow button. You get what I'm saying? So definitely focus on trying to keeping those people happy.
Create the fan base. Yeah,
create the fan base. Create what I call the family, like
the culture.
The culture. Just make them feel like they belong there. That's the main important thing right there. But don't get me wrong, having the follower count, it does mean something. It just, to me, having the viewership count means more than the actual follower count.
Wow, that's well put. So so we spoke a little bit on how you started, and basically you said that you kind of didn't want to stream, and you kind of got forced into it, and you ended up liking it.
I wouldn't say forced, but I would say
kind of nudged.
Yeah, like nudged. My friend kept.
You should do it.
He kept hyping me up. He's like, just do it, try it out. And yeah, man, I really don't know how to explain it. It's just I have fun doing it. Well, first of all, I'm playing video games, which is something I love. It's actually therapeutic for me. And sometimes the chat gets hype.
Oh yeah.
And I love just like talking crap, talking funny shit with my what I call my little planet fam. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, I have fun doing it, bro. I've gone for like 8-hour streams sometimes just because
you lose track of time. Huh?
Yeah, because I'm having too much fun doing it. So
that's so dope, man. So let's say like somebody that has no, they love video games, because obviously you could love video games without being into streaming and watching people stream and stuff.
Right.
But let's say somebody's trying to start a page. What's like the basic setup that you could recommend, or like, do they need a desktop or a PC? How they say the gamers.
I mean, to be honest with you, definitely get a PC.
Can you do one without one?
Yes, I was gonna say that. So here's the thing, guys. Me currently right now, I am currently still waiting on my PC that I ordered, by the way. But I've been streaming through my Xbox since I started, which was last October of 2019 October. So about 8 months streaming. I've been doing all this through my Xbox, bro. And it's crazy because a lot of people, they come into my stream, they see my like overlays or me playing music, like, how are you doing this? Like, do you have a PC? And I'm like, no, like, it's just through my Xbox. And a lot of kids ask me like, well, how can we get to where you, and not gonna lie, it takes a lot of patience, you take some money as well, but you can do it through your console, man. The most important thing, guys, is building that audience, being friendly to all the people that come in. Like, yes, people expect and they do want like higher production stuff, which that's why I say you want to get a PC. But at the end of the day, people will still stick around if you're a genuine, funny, entertaining, or just a nice person. They'll stick around. So, but you could do it with your console.
Okay, so you don't really need. I mean, it's recommended to have a PC because you don't want to go through all the trouble of having to, get headaches from things not working or freezing and stuff, right? You want the fastest processor you possibly could get, but you could do one without one.
Yeah, I mean, we all got to start somewhere, That's why, like me getting this PC as soon as it gets here, it's honestly, I think I'm gonna probably cry. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You've been waiting on it, huh?
Yeah, I've been waiting on it. It's been a struggle, man. There's times where I get headaches just trying to make the streams work through the console. But I try my best to put on a show as much as I can when I can. But now with the PC, it's gonna be a game changer for sure.
Definitely, man. Do you remember like when you were like in kindergarten, and you would like they would ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? You remember that?
Yeah, I wanted to be a whole bunch of things.
Okay, what were some of them?
Believe it or not, I wanted to be a cop.
You wanted to be a cop?
But,
okay. That's different. That's a different conversation.
I wanted to be a radio show host. Believe it or not.
Really? Like from a young age.
Yeah, like because I don't know. I just found like radio show hosts like entertaining, funny, and I felt like their job was mad cool. Like interviewing like whether it was famous people or just local people from that city. Like
on a phone, yeah.
Yeah, like it was just cool to me. So I would say that, and then the third, I don't know. I just wanted to be like a basketball player, but that was never gonna work out.
Yeah, see, when we're younger, like we always think about. Well, I mean, because of that, I'm pretty sure every elementary school or grade school does that exercise, just so you could dream big,
Right.
I'm pretty sure if we were to be sitting down and go back in time, and you were to tell your teacher back at that time that you wanted to be a streamer, that it would be like an instant what.
I would get laughed at.
You'd get laughed at, right? Because it's crazy how much the time changed. Like the times change.
Right.
Obviously, not everybody makes it in streaming. Like it's a very difficult journey. I believe. I don't do it, so I'm not really credible to speak on it. I know somebody who streams that works very hard and to keep the fan base up, but yeah, like the negativity from just being told there's no way you could do this in the future, and then fast forwarding to where we're at now, minus the pandemic, it's crazy how people are making a living off of video games.
Yeah, I mean, but see, we kind of live in that era where what's called the content creator era. And you'd be surprised. There's people making, like, not even just video games. There's people making money off eating in front of the camera.
Oh, yeah.
See,
the ASMR.
Yeah. So, and no offense to the ASMR people, like, hey, do what you got to do. But, yeah, but no, it's crazy. To be honest with you, when I told a lot of people that I wanted to do this, I'm not going to lie. Some of them just kind of laughed it off or, just didn't really give me advice or even try to be like, nah, that's cool, man. I hope it works out. Like, not even something as simple as that. So I would say I use that as motivation, but you got to have people behind you that are supportive, like always. Your friends, your girlfriend, your family, like there's going to be those good friends that are going to back you up, and that's going to give you the motivation to keep going. Like me personally, I really don't know if this is going to work out, to be honest with you. But in my head, because I mean, I'm a little confident person. Like,
oh no, and remember I messaged you the other day. you said something. I don't know if I should say it, but
no, you could go ahead.
Yeah, I'm your girlfriend's favorite streamer.
Yeah,
and you know, we're showing off the fit, and I'm like, bro, I love the confidence, bro.
Right.
But then there's some people that will look at something like that and they'll immediately start hating, bro. And for the most part, and the good part of it is that they just keep it to themselves.
Right.
But I hate people like that.
Yeah, like I mean, I get it. I know sometimes it could come off as cockiness or whatever they think, you know, or whatever they're gonna hate on you for, but. Personally, I'm one of those people. I'm a firm believer. You got to be confident in yourself, and you gotta make it work. So, like I said, it might not work for me. I don't know, but I know that I'm gonna put my time, my effort, and my energy to make it work, to try to make it work, because that's the confidence that I have. Like, to me, in my head, I'm the best streamer out there.
Right
now,
and you should think that.
Yeah, right. Like now, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "No, you're not the best streamer." Like Ninja or Nick Merckx or somebody big like that.
Right.
But in my head, you got to think like that. If you want to try to succeed in life, you got to think like that. No, even if your job is being a nurse, you better think you're the best fucking nurse ever. Right. Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah, definitely, man. And with that being said, last episode, I had a friend of mine. His name's Ladero, but he goes by Ladeezy Hype. And after our podcast, bro, we probably had the best conversation off air.
Okay.
And the reason I'm bringing this up is because we had a conversation specifically on supporting your friends. And then I'm like, dude, we're not even recording. I'm like, bro, we're not even recording. So this is for him. So Ladeezy, if you're watching this, thank you. But I wanted to touch on it a little bit. Support your fucking friends. You know what I mean? Like, even if you think, you know, like, the constructive criticism can make them a little better. You know what I mean? Even if you think they suck. Okay, they suck. But tell them something to do better, or support them, or at least share their stuff. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, like, when a friend, it might mean the world to him. So, like, and don't do it. I mean, it's up to you, but just don't do it expecting to get anything out of it. Just do it out of the kindness of your heart. Be cool. Like, you know, be a genuine person. Like, help people that need help. You know what I mean? And it's just a little act of kindness.
Exactly, bro. Like, that, like Raul said earlier, it goes a long way, man. Like, even if your friend is selling fruit on the corner, bro, if you just shout him out or you buy trust me, the support goes a long way. Like, my friends telling me, like, hey, bro, keep doing what you're doing. Like, the stream is great. Hey, bro, that means the world to me. You stopping by every now and then in the stream, it means the world to me. And I mean that, like, deep down, bro. Like, I mean that. And like, it's cool because a lot of friends have reached out to me. Like, I'm planning on making new merch for the stream, and a lot of friends already reached out to me like, hey, just put me down for a hat.
Give me one of those too,
I got you. I'm just kind of waiting for this pandemic thing to die down.
Yeah, I got you.
But don't be a hater, man. And also, don't use people. Like, if I share your podcast or whatever, don't ever think I'm doing it to try to get something back.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me trying to show love and trying to help out a fellow friend. Because we all start somewhere. And, you know, like, if I fuck with you, like, I'm gonna share your business. I'm gonna share your clothing line, your YouTube videos, whatever it is. That's just me doing it because I want to do it.
Mm.
I ain't doing it because I'm trying to get some fucking clout off of it, or I'm trying to boost myself up, you know? So definitely show love to your friends, man. Share their shit.
Yeah, definitely, man. I agree with you 100%. And shout out to Ladeezy Hype. Thank you for having that conversation with me. But yeah, man. One thing I wanted to ask you, since we haven't gone over it a little bit. So which games do you stream? So
when I first started, I mainly streamed Fortnite. That game's been pissing me off lately. So
so Fortnite obviously was probably the best game out at the time.
Yes.
And I'm not saying, like, obviously, you know, I'm not shitting on Halo. I'm not shitting on Zelda. Nothing. I'm talking about, like, the most popular game. Let me rephrase that. The most popular game, the one that had the most people watching on Twitch or Mixer or whatever. At one point, it was the most popular game.
No, it's facts. Like, I mean, you can say whatever you want about the game, but I mean, technically, it's still up there.
It's still up there, but I feel like it's dying. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about me saying this right now? I haven't touched Fortnite in probably 2 months.
No, I see you be getting them dubs on Warzone. Fortnite's still great. I think personally, this is what kind of has been killing the game. It's honestly all the pro streamers and it's all the content creators. I'm gonna tell you why. The thing is, not necessarily me because I'm newer to this, but the bigger pros and the bigger content creators for Fortnite, they made these little kids want to be so great at the game,
bro.
It wasn't like, oh, if you couldn't crank 90, you suck. If you can't aim that good, you suck. So all these kids now, they're fucking cracked out of their.
They're probably mini pro players.
Yeah,
like, I could probably say that my little brother. I mean, he might not be the best, but I think he's the best.
Right.
He's crazy. Him and my little cousin.
Right.
I don't know if you ever played with him. His name is Daddles. Daddles and Kill a Biscuit.
I think I play with Roy.
Yeah, you play with Roy, my little brother. But yeah, man, like so he was playing Fortnite for like a month, or like it started in October or something, and then I started playing like around Christmas. So he's been playing for so long, and he never got a win. Like, he never got a win. And then I got like as soon I didn't even game, bro. I didn't even have a PlayStation.
Right.
Like I was like, I had a girlfriend, doing my thing, working, doing all that, and then bro, once I sat down and I played Fortnite, I fucking hated it. and the reason why I kept playing it is like, dude, there's no way I could suck so bad at a game.
Right.
So I kept playing it and playing it and playing it. And I'm playing on my little brother's console.
Right.
So at this point, he's in the back like, dude, let me play. Like, let me play my thing. I'm like, dude, fuck off. Like, get out of here. It's like, I bought you this shit. You know what I mean? So like, I ended up playing it till, eventually I got the first one and I first win. And when I got the first win,
it's like my adrenaline rush.
Dude, my heart beat. I start sweating, bro. I start fucking shaking, everything. But I remember like I'm on the 1v1 situation, and I'm like, dude, this is my win. This is my win for sure. And my little brother was kind of hoping that I lost because he hasn't had a win, and he's been playing for months. But now, if you compare him to me, it's just like I don't know what it is. Whatever they're feeding him, kids these days are just so good at video games.
It's just that's what it is with Fortnite. It was just the pressure of like dude, I want to be a bot. I don't want to suck.
Yeah.
So they try so hard. So now you can't play Fortnite casually now. You play a game of Fortnite, it's gonna be a fucking sweat fest. Like that's how it is.
I disagree now because, well, okay. So remember when I said that I haven't been on Fortnite for 2 months?
Right.
It's probably been weeks or a month or something.
Right.
But last time I went on, it was when it was like the height of Warzone.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still at its height, but
yes.
But Warzone was popping, so all the sweaty people were on Warzone. As soon as I got in, like I never win solos. I have like probably 7, and I have like I don't even know how many games I've played. I won my first solo, like after coming in from Call of Duty, maybe because my aim got better.
It honestly has to do with the skill-based matchmaking that they did. Because, and I'm not trying to say that you suck or anything, because I'm worse than you are. Trust me. I
don't think so.
I hated Fortnite, man. Like Fortnite was the trashiest game to me. Again, it was the same friend, Adan. Shout out to you. Same friend that told me to start streaming. He was the one that got me into Fortnite. I fucking hated Fortnite, bro. I thought it was stupid. I didn't even know why anybody played it. And to this day, I still kind of hate it. But I have a lot of love for Fortnite because honestly, it's a fun game. It's a lot of good memories with the boys, like staying up late, trying to get dubs.
One more game. Where are we landing?
Yeah, like I really hope Epic kind of gets it together. And I think the reason why a lot of people lost interest in it, they stopped doing live events. The Travis Scott thing was amazing.
I loved it. But I think that was the last time I got on Fortnite.
Right, but that was like the last not main event, live event that they have done in what months? Like 6 months almost, like 4 months. I don't know. So they need to go back to that, and I don't know, just make the game more fun again, man. Like let's stop trying to be so good, people. Like it's just a game. Like unless you're competing for thousands of dollars, just relax. But right now I've been heavily playing Warzone.
Okay.
Like Warzone is amazing.
Do you stream it too?
I try not to.
You just go offline just based on having fun?
Yeah, like I try to kind of enjoy it more, so I do it off stream. Right now what I've been streaming is Star Wars Battlefront 2. But it's only because with that game I can actually interact more with my chat, and I have a lot of fun playing it.
And the chat enjoys watching you play that?
Yes. Like right now, recently I've been building like kind of like a small, really, really small audience because that game doesn't really have too big of a following.
Right.
But I've been building a little small audience with that game because it has like its loyal fan base, like people that actually love that game. But they interact. They tell me like, oh, like use Yoda or play with Darth Vader, like play this, and I go along with it because it's fun. You know, we're doing something together, so I fucking love it. Warzone, I probably have only streamed it the most, maybe about like 6-7 times, and I've gotten a couple dubs on stream. It's a great game, don't get me wrong. It's a great game, but I need to focus on that, and it's hard for me to stream it because then I don't want to be cursing like too much in front of my chat, and then you're gonna see the bad side of me, you know, when I rage. But definitely right now, I think Warzone's at the top, bro. Like as far as video games go, they're doing a great job.
Except for the jumping and jumping over things, like it doesn't make sense. But that's a different conversation. One thing I did want to ask you is like, okay, since you know, like you're doing this out of passion. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. So you're doing it out of like a hobby in a way, as well as kind of like, you know, it's kind of working for you a little bit. You have that those people that kind of look forward to seeing you play. How do you see yourself in a few years? Like let's say the next 5 years. Do you longevity wise, like do you want to continue doing what you're doing, or?
Of course, I definitely want to keep streaming. Now, what I have been looking into, or what my future plans are, is to expand from just streaming. Probably start doing YouTube as well.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna be doing no prank videos or none of that dumb shit.
The cringy stuff.
Yeah, none of that. But just something that relates to gaming, and stuff that relates to my streaming. But I just kind of want to expand the brand a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not all about the money, because people are gonna be like, oh, you know, most streamers do it for the money. At the end of the day, guys, let's be honest. When you stream or when you do YouTube, when you do something, you hope that you get you can not like support yourself financially, but you want to start making some money off of it, because you can upgrade your equipment, you can put on better like videos or shows for the people that watch. So any streamer that's gonna tell you that, or YouTuber that's gonna tell you they're not doing it for the money, they're full of shit. Like at the end of the day, we're trying to make some type of living. Now, is it all about that? Of course not. Because you got to love doing what you do.
Right. Because if you didn't, like, it'd be a pain just to be on there.
Yeah, like I tell my girl all the time.
And people would be able to tell. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
people would be able to tell that you're not enjoying it, and they'll probably just be like, yeah, I'm out of here, bro.
Exactly. Like me, I tell my girl all the time, like, I'm not going to go and stream for y'all if I'm not in a good mood. Because then I feel like I'm being forced to do it. And anytime I feel like I'm being forced to do something, I'm not going to do it, like, with passion. But hey, don't get me wrong. Shit, I can make no money. I can have 0 viewers. I'm still have a good time in my stream. Like, that's how you got to see it as, bro.
I'm glad you brought up, like, you said girlfriend. So, like, with that being said, you already know where this is going. Having a girlfriend, how does she feel about you playing video games all the time?
She kind of didn't understand it at first.
Does she, like, is she ever present when you're streaming?
She's been there maybe like once, yeah. But okay, here's the thing. My girl, you know, she wouldn't be bothersome when I'm trying to play video games or nothing like that. When I told her about streaming, she kind of didn't understand it at first. She was like streaming, like what is that, or what are you gonna do? So I'm introducing her to a whole new world of gaming, you could say. But hey, she's been mad supportive, bro, and she's been into it. Like I catch her watching some other streamers now. Which makes me happy, though, because I'm like, hey, like, that's good. You're getting into streaming. Because I know I watch a lot of streamers, so, hey, I'm glad she supports me. She's my #1 supporter, actually. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm going through that, too. We should probably drink some, like, water or something.
Nah, but she supports me every single day. She actually pushes me, like, when I'm kind of, like, not in the best of mood. She's like, no, just take a deep breath. My bad. Take a deep breath. Try to stream, like I'll be there. So that's really big too, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. I feel like there could be a lot of confusion and what's the word I'm looking for? When you don't pay attention to somebody. Neglecting. Like, it's a lot of neglection that happens, like, when someone decides to stream and then they have a significant other, and that significant other feels like they're not getting attention and all this other stuff. Because eventually, like, you do kind of, I mean, I don't stream, but I try to keep a balance when it comes, because I do play video games a lot. Right, I do, right. Especially now that the pandemic happened. But I try to keep a balance when it comes to playing video games and spending time with my girlfriend. Being that we don't live together yet, so, like, if I'm with her, I'm not touching a video game. You know what I mean? Like I'm spending all my time and putting all my attention to this person, which is like my best friend, girlfriend. You know what I mean? So, I could see why some people, or like, cause it could either be vice versa. A girl could be playing and the boyfriend could be like, "Yo, you're not paying attention to me." So a person could be streaming or playing, and I think it's just different. Actually,
it honestly, I mean, relationship would be a completely different topic, but honestly, it just has to do with maturity. And it's understanding what your partner's goals and what they like to do, because how you said, I kind of feel the same way. So I have this thing where I tell my girl, like, all right, so look, I'm gonna have to stream, or like today I had to work and I have to do this after work or do that, whatever. But when the day comes, or the time comes that we're supposed to hang out or go out, I dedicate my full attention to her. Right. I don't even touch my phone, bro. Like unless she goes to the bathroom, I don't even take out my phone out of my pocket. But it's because I want to show her that respect and that love when I'm with her. And the same with her. Like sometimes she has shit to do, especially for school or like with her family. And I'm like, nah, go do your thing. I'll let you rock. Like I'm going to be doing my thing over here. So, but that just comes with maturity with relationships and shit, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I mean, I don't even stream, bro, but like there'll be times where like I don't plan out my day too well, or my girlfriend comes to my house earlier than expected, and I'm in the middle of a game and I got like 10 bodies or 7 bodies, you know what I mean? So I want to finish out the game, and my friends are depending on me to like to play with them, because we're like really far in the match. And then next thing you know, my girl walks in and she'll be like, "Yep, you're turning that off." I'm like, "Are you serious?" And then she'll like she almost like turned it off. It was funny. She was joking, obviously, but
don't be that girlfriend, by the way.
No, she plays around. I get it. Like we don't live together, all that, whatever, right? But I just think it's funny how like she gets she plays around, but like she kind of gets upset when I'm not even like she just got here and I'm about to finish a game, and she doesn't understand the concept of me. Like, okay, let me finish this game and I'm gonna turn it off.
Ladies, by the way, we can't pause it. If it's online, we can't pause. Stop thinking that we could just pause it.
Yeah,
like that.
And then I'll die in the pre-game loadout, or not the loadout. I'll die and I'll have gulag still. So she'll see me die. Okay, you're done. You're dead. You died. You suck. And then I'll be like, oh, no, I'm still alive. Look, I got gulag. But yeah,
I think you come back. It's like another 20 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, still. Yeah. I don't know. I genuinely enjoy the game, but I'm that type of person. Oh, the game as in Warzone.
Right.
I'm the type of person, if I die, like cool. Like I don't rage. There'll be times where I will rage because it's just like the game just fucked me, you know?
Right.
But I mean, sometimes like I say the game fucked me, but it's really because I suck. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, as for getting mad, I'd never broken a controller from rage quitting or like raging. I've rage quit, definitely. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a video game.
I'm not gonna lie. Recently, I've been slamming my desk. I've never like broken a controller.
Like Deller?
Yeah. Well, nah. That's like to the extreme. Like it's just been like a like. Okay, for example, I would never break a controller or my monitor or nothing like that. But recently, especially with Fortnite, I think that's why I stopped playing it. It would just, I don't know, bro. I feel like I got killed by some bullshit. I would put my controller down, and then I would do one of those things, you know, when you're just so fresh air, so you just kind of slam something, and then you kind of just walk away. That's what I would do. Like, I would just slam my desk real quick, get off my chair, and go take a deep breath. Because I'm like, bro, this fucking game is bullshit.
And then the people are still watching?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, ooh.
I'm so glad I took off the face cam, because I'm like, they don't have to watch all that. They just hear it.
Oh, you don't do face cam no more?
Recently, no, because streaming through my console,
it puts a lot of
it fucks
stress.
up the quality. So when I get my PC, which is coming soon, I think in the next couple of days, actually, we're bringing back the face cam.
Okay.
So I'm excited to do that, because a lot of my viewers actually have been asking me like, what happened to my face cam, and I'm like, don't worry, like
don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. It's coming back. But I'm just excited, bro. Like I'm sorry to go off on this like random topic, but getting my PC, bro, I feel like it's a big accomplishment for me, and I can't wait because I have a lot of cool stuff coming for the stream. I have a custom overlay that I have.
You made it yourself?
No, I actually paid someone to do it.
Yeah, see, that's what I do.
I'm not a graphic designer. I don't know even where to start. But
trust, like I got that My homie made that for me.
That's clean, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been wanting to tell you that's a really clean logo.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Mario, if you're watching.
But yeah, so she's a cool chick. I found her on Fiverr. Fiverr is like a website for content creators where you can go and hire like graphic designers. Okay. So shout out to Sarah. I forget what your numbers are, but Sarah on Fiverr.
We'll put her on the link on the description.
Yeah.
Below.
So if you guys ever need anything, I'll give Raul the link so you guys can hit her up. But I
hit up Mario first though.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. No, that's just. I still put her on the description. I'm just playing.
But I'm super excited. I got some new overlays. I got a brand new headset.
Oh yeah, I saw that
microphone as well. I'm gonna buy a new camera. I have my old webcam, which is a 1080p, but I really plan on.
That's honestly like the best you could. I'm not best, but like
Yeah, no, that's great to start off.
Yeah,
with.
Definitely.
I think eventually I am gonna buy a 4K camera, something like that, what you have. Just because it'll make the streaming a lot better and clearer for you guys. But
with that, okay, make sure you get a mirrorless. Clean. Do your research. So get a mirrorless, one with a clean HDMI.
Okay.
And we'll talk about that more after the podcast. But
gotcha.
Yeah. So you're gonna get your camera and
yeah, I'm just and then yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just excited to get back out there, man. I haven't really been streaming as much, only because the weather's been crazy here and it affects the internet. But other than that, I've been kind of trying to hype it up. Trying to hype up the new PC and everything. So
speaking of hype, what's the most hype situation that you've been in? How many viewers? What situation was it? Did you get a win or like what was it?
Oh man, unfortunately, no, I didn't get a win. I actually choked, but
you had a lot of viewers.
Yeah, so it was a random night. I actually had 80 viewers in the stream.
Wow,
and that's the most I've ever hit.
How did that happen?
So the Mixer has this cool thing called Hype Zone.
Okay.
So let's say they have a Fortnite hype zone if you're playing Fortnite, and it's as a viewer you can hit that and they'll just go to random streamers who are like on the verge of winning the game.
Oh, okay. So it kind of tells if they're about to win the game.
Right. So
wow.
So but what's crazy is I already had about, I think that night it was just random. I don't know. I had all these random people just for some reason in my stream, which was awesome. But I had 25 viewers on my own. And then when Hype Zone came in there, it was like about 65, 66.
Immediately.
Yeah, like immediately. So then it boosted the viewer count to 80. And they actually stayed for like good 15, 20 minutes because unfortunately I didn't win it because I choked up. But it was cool. After that, we got like 10 new followers and we still stayed with like a solid like 30 viewers still.
When you looked over at the screen, do you use a screen to look at your chat?
Yeah, so I have my main gaming monitor, and then I have like an extra screen.
And it's all connected to your Xbox?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I need to bring this up before I forget. Yeah. So when you looked over at the count and how the chat was interacting, right? When you looked over, what'd you tell yourself? Like that amount?
Bro, honestly, there's times where I want to cry.
For real?
Because I think about it. I'm like, bro, like I'm just okay. Because I try to think of myself like I know I say I'm confident, but there is times though where I'm just like, bro, I'm just a regular little fat dude from Las Vegas. Like I don't think I'm that entertaining, but I look at the chat and I see all the nice shit that people put, or like they're going along with my stupidity and the stupid shit I say on stream. So I'm like, it makes me happy. Like, so I'm a very emotional dude, by the way, like very emotional dude. I cry when I see like good things happen to people. Like,
bro, like it's okay. I do that too, bro.
So I don't know. Like it just made me happy. I couldn't stop thanking everybody because there's people that donated embers that day. They were like sending sparks. They were hyping me up. Like, let's go, GG. So it was a cool moment, man. That's one of the nights I won't forget for sure.
Yeah, I also see that. That's so dope. That's a very cool story. I could only imagine what like you were like going through in your head, like.
And not to mention, my blood was pumping because of Fortnite. Because when you get in that 1v1.
What'd you place?
I got second.
Oh, you got second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was the 1v1 situation. I didn't clutch it, but my heart was pumping. Because,
and then now double time because all these people are watching.
Because then I'm like, fucking, the emotions are running through, bro. It was crazy.
That's awesome, man. So one thing I do admire from you is that, okay, you have your viewers, you have your loyal viewers, you have your moderators and everything.
Right. And
what I really love that you do is that you get your stream and you bring them to watch somebody else. Yeah. What is that called?
So that's when you raid someone. or /host, rage/host. Guys, that is something that a lot of, even if you're a small streamer, do it. So basically what that means is, let's say when you're done with your stream and you tell your chat like, hey, don't go anywhere, we're about to raid or host someone. So when you host that person, as soon as you end your stream, your chat or whoever's viewing you, once you end yours, they start viewing that person, whoever you host.
And then they're still watching your view, or?
No, so I'm done. Like,
and can you still be on the chat?
Yeah, you can still be in the chat, but now you're showing love to that person.
Okay, so what's the best reaction you ever gotten from doing that?
Oh man, recently. So,
and then before you start, has it been done to you? Okay, continue with your story.
Most definitely, man. So that's actually why I started doing it more frequently, and I've been telling like my little planet family to share the love and send embers to people, because it's been done to me so many times. A couple people I want to shout out, like she goes by Ayo Domo on Mixer. That girl Janie, Imperial Wolf. A couple people that have rated me, and their people who have came in and sent me embers, spark, show love, hit that follow button. So that was awesome. But because of people like them, I had to spread the love too, and I try to spread the love every now and then when I can. But most recently, the best story that I could tell you, there was this one guy. He had about, I want to say about like 120 followers. Mm-hmm. So he didn't have much, but he was starting off. But you know, the guy, I mean, I went into his stream for a little bit.
Out of nowhere? Like, how did you see his stream?
I actually,
random?
Yeah, it was just random. Like, I looked for someone that had no viewers, or maybe just one or two. And this guy only had one, but when I looked at it, it was him watching himself, because that counts as a viewer. But I was seeing that he was still talking, like if he had people in there. And when I put a comment down, he acknowledged it like right away. So I'm like, all right, like I like this kid. So I told my chat, I'm like, and I was in the middle of a stream. I didn't even have to end my stream to do it, but I just felt like doing something nice.
I'm pretty sure your chat enjoyed it as well.
Oh, bro, shout out to my chat, man. Shout out to the people that watch me.
Shout out Planet Fam.
Planet Fam. Shout out to you guys. No, they stayed, and then I was like, look, I'm gonna end the stream for about like 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna get back on. But for those 30 minutes, like, let's hit the follow button for this kid. Let's send him some members. Let's show him some love, some like positivity. So we rated him. We probably sent him close to about, I want to say maybe about like $120 in members.
Wow.
And we all hit the follow button, which was, I think it was like about 6-7 followers that we gave him that night, and then just comments, bro. Like, but the genuine reaction that the kid showed, it made me a little emotional. And when I went back to my stream, I'm not gonna lie, I shed a tear, but it was because I kind of saw myself in that kid's shoes, because I'm like, bro, when it happened to me, like, there's no better feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
So it just made me feel so good that we could have spread the love to some other person, you know. So that was definitely the best.
What was his reaction? Like, what did he react the most to?
He was actually kind of speechless, like at first.
You were just like, he didn't know what to say?
Because we were putting like hashtag Planet Fam raid, and then we were just fucking bombarding his chat with embers. So he couldn't even catch up. He had to keep scrolling up to see how much we said or what we said. So he was kind of a little speechless at the end, and then he was just, just kind of.
He was happy.
Yeah, he was just happy, bro. You could tell in his face, and then he was like, "Man, thank you so much." Like, yeah, I don't know. I could just felt like his reaction was genuine.
It was genuine, and just because they don't react the way that you probably expect them to be, like, doesn't mean that they didn't.
Yeah, man.
It didn't affect them.
They don't have to be jumping up, screaming, like,
crying, all this shit. Nah.
But you could just tell in someone's face or how they like.
Especially if they're like speechless.
Yeah.
I could only imagine, bro. So that's super dope, man. Where can they find you? How can they follow you? How can they watch you? How can they support Mario's Planet?
So you guys can find me on mixer.com/Mario's Planet. That's a capital M and a capital P. I usually stream at nights, roughly around like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. all the way up to like 1 or 2 in the morning, roughly. We might go past that sometimes, but definitely mixer.com/Mario's Planet.
And when can we expect that new merch to come out?
Oh man, the new merch. So right now I'm in the process of finding a company that does a good bulk price, and because I want to find the best price to sell it to people at too, because I don't want to rob anybody. I'm trying to charge so much for a freaking hat. But as soon as I find that, which I already have one vendor that I'm looking into, and I've already emailed the company and everything, and I submitted my logo, my new logo. So I want to say roughly in about 2 months, 2 to 3 months, we'll probably have some new hats. I don't know if I'll do shirts yet, but definitely hats. Definitely.
All right, when is the PC coming in?
PC, so I got the email from Digital Storm today. So hopefully, I'm hoping by Wednesday or Thursday.
All right, man.
If not the latest, Friday for sure.
All right, so be on the lookout for Mario's Planet.
Yes, sir.
Join the Planet fam. And most importantly, support your fucking friends.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining the podcast, bro. You know las vibras. This is episode 4 of RaulyKnows podcast.
Yes, sir.
And we have Mario's Planet. Thank you so much for joining us.